I'm Dan, the wood guy here at Stonewood Products, and today we're going to build a fire pit. Now I know what you're thinking. Big heavy stones, you got to mix up cement, you need a big truck to pick it up, it takes all day. Well, not today, my friends, because here at Stonewood Products we believe that not only should your projects be fun, they should be easy. So today we're going to build a fire pit using no tools at all. Not only that, you don't even need a big truck to pick it up. To demonstrate this, I've gone out and borrowed the smallest car I could find. And we've loaded it up with everything we need to build a fire pit. So let's take a look. So, this is the heart and soul of our fire pit. A heavy gauge steel fire ring made to a perfect radius, along with this fold away heavy duty grill. The same kind of grill you'd see in a campsite. The next thing we've got in the car are 3 bags of sand. This we're going to use in the bottom of our fire pit to provide a heat barrier. And we'll show you how to do that. There's only one more thing we need. Come on around to the trunk, and we'll take a look at that. The final piece of our fire pit puzzle are these man-made blocks. We'll pull those out and show you what they look like. So now we've unloaded our car. We've got our pile of materials, starting with this heavy gauge steel fire ring with this awesome campsite grill attached to it. We've got our 3 bags of play sand that we're going to use in the bottom of the fire pit. And then we've got these man-made custom radius stones. Now, as you can see here, we've got a rocked face on one side and a smooth radius on the other. They're nice and flat for easy stacking. You don't need any mortar on this product. So now, why don't we start putting this together? So now we're ready to start building our fire pit. What I've done is taken our steel ring and placed it on the ground so that we can start our first course of bricks around it. I'm going to take this stone and slide it right up to the ring. You can see how they're made to the same radius. We've got this great rock face going outwards and our radius curve inside. The next block is going to fit right into that one for a nice even joint, no mortar needed. So we've finished our first of 4 courses of the stone. What we've done here is started our second course. Now we want to make sure that we stagger the joints. You can see here's the joint from our first course. We're going to go across that with the second course. So as we set these in, each of those joints is going to be staggered as we put our blocks into place. So now we're ready for our third course of 4. What we've done here is lifted our steel ring up just enough to put a couple of blocks underneath it to keep it up where we need it so that we can continue our ring of stones. And again, all the joints are staggered. You can see this one goes across, we've got a joint here, and then the next row is going across again. Our ring's held up by our blocks, so all we have to do now is continue to put blocks around the ring for our third course. So now we've started our 4th course of stone. And as you can see, we picked the ring up again just enough to slide a couple of stones under it so that we can continue using the ring as our guide to set these radius stones in just the right spot, making sure to keep our joints staggered. So now we've got our 4 courses of man-made stone laid, making sure that we kept our joints staggered. Everything fits perfectly around our heavy gauge steel ring. What we're going to do now is move our conveniently hinged grill out of the way and start putting our sand in. And we want to make sure we use the sand to stop the heat transfer between our fire pit, which is where we want to keep our fire, and our patio. So we're going to pour in our 3 bags of play sand. So we've put our 3 bags of play sand in there, and what we're doing now is making a bowl shape out of it. We want to make sure we pull that sand up to cover our bricks, reach all the way to the edge of that steel ring. What that's going to do is act as a fire guard for us making sure the stones don't get too hot, and it'll also keep your patio from getting ashes and things like that in it through the cracks in the bricks. So there we go, one nice smooth bowl shape, and now we'll just add our wood. So here we are, our fire pit's all constructed, our stones are stacked, our ring is in, our sand is scooped into a bowl shape, our wood's in there, pretty much done. Didn't use a single tool. Now I don't know about you, but at my house it seems like as long as the summer days are, they're just never long enough. We like to extend our day. At night, everybody sits around, pulls up a chair, kicks their feet up on the edge of the fire pit, extends our day by a couple more hours. Well, our pit's built, our wood's in, chair's ready. Guess the only thing left to do is wait for dark, have a nice fire. I'm Dan the Wood Guy, and I'll see you next time here at Stonewood Products.